Mom, I already spent this month's allowance. Sorry, but could you send me like another $500? Already spent it? I just transferred that money last week. I went to Disney World with friends and it disappeared in no time. Plus, it's my boyfriend's birthday at the end of this month. I need to get him presents and stuff, so I need at least $500. Actually, make that $600. I forgot about the party decorations and cake. Emma, you've been way too careless with money since starting college. You barely passed any classes last semester. Those classes were so boring, though. Like, who cares about statistics when you're living your best life? Besides, C's get degrees, right? That's what all my friends say. That attitude is exactly what I'm worried about. College isn't just about getting by, it's about preparing for your future. Future. That's all you ever talk about. I'm 19, Mom. I should be having fun, not worrying about some boring future job. I'm not sending any more money to someone like that this month. Unlike small towns, living in the city costs money for socializing. Your daughter is working hard here all alone, and you won't even send a few $100? Do you know how embarrassing it is when I can't keep up with my friends? They all have nice things and go to expensive restaurants. Sarah got a new designer bag last week, and Jessica's parents got her a car. I look like a total loser next to them. Emma, material things aren't what friendship should be based on. If your friends judge you for not having expensive items, maybe they're not real friends. You just don't understand city life. Everything here is about image and status. You can't make connections without looking the part. You're such a cheapskate, Mom. Cheapskate? Emma, when did you start talking like that? You got into a good college, but all you're picking up are bad influences. I'm not picking up bad influences. I'm finally learning how the real world works. Back home, everyone was satisfied with their boring little lives, but here, people actually have ambition and dreams. Emma, you should know better than to say something like that. Shut up! You're just a high school dropout with no education. Don't lecture me when you never even went to college yourself. What did you just say? I know the truth, okay? I know that you're actually just a high school dropout. You're jealous because I'm in college and you're just bitter about it. Dad told me all about how you never finished high school and had to work dead-end jobs your whole life. That's why you're so weird about money, because you've never had any real earning potential. I'm not bitter about anything like that. I'm worried about you as your mother. You were such a good, hard-working student back in high school, but you've completely changed since starting college. There was nothing to do back in that boring town, but the city has places open all night. My boyfriend and his friends are all so much fun, and every day is amazing. We went to this amazing rooftop party last weekend where you could see the whole city skyline. And there are these underground clubs that don't even open until 2 a.m. It's like a whole different world. I never want to go back to that dump of a town. Emma. So, about that extra money, can you send it today? I said a few hundred before, but actually just send me like $1,000. Jake's birthday is going to be epic, and I want to make sure I can contribute properly to the party fund. I'll overlook some fun, but I won't tolerate fun that interferes with your studies. I'm not sending you any extra money in your current state. My studies are fine. I'm passing everything, aren't I? Barely passing isn't fine, Emma. You used to be an A student. High school was different. College is supposed to be harder, and besides, networking is just as important as grades. All the successful people I meet here say it's about who you know, not what you know. If you really need money, get a part-time job yourself. Making your only daughter who's working hard at college in the city get a part-time job? You're unbelievable. Do you know how humiliating it would be if my friends found out I had to work while going to school? They'd think our family is poor or something. It would ruin my reputation completely. Whatever. If you won't do it, I'll just ask Dad. Dad's been pretty generous with money lately anyway. I should have just asked him from the start. Huh? Your dad? Dad understands me because he went to college too. He says partying is part of a college student's job. He always tells me these stories about his college days and how those were the best years of his life. He says I should make the most of this time because once I graduate, I'll be stuck in the boring adult world forever. He even sent me money when I was short last month. What? He even paid for everything when we went on a double date last month. He covered Disneyland tickets for all of us. It was such a lifesaver. We had VIP passes and everything. Jake was so impressed. Dad really knows how to treat people right. Wait a minute. Double date? What do you mean? I never went anywhere like that with you and Dad. Oh. Who exactly did Dad go out with, you and your boyfriend? Sorry, my boyfriend's calling me. Gotta go! Kevin, who the hell did you go on a date to Disneyland with?
Huh? What are you talking about all of a sudden? I'm at work right now.
I just heard from Emma. Apparently, you had a fun Disneyland date? So who did you go to the city with? You had a fun double date with our daughter and her boyfriend, didn't you?
Look, I can explain.
I'm waiting for that explanation, Kevin.
Damn that Emma, I told her to keep it absolutely secret. But hey, this might be perfect timing. Julia, let's get divorced.
What?
What Emma said is true. I went out with Emma, her boyfriend, and my girlfriend the other day. My girlfriend wanted to go to Disneyland, and I don't really know my way around the place, so I invited Emma as a guide.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean, my girlfriend?
A girlfriend is a girlfriend, obviously. I have a lover, and I want to marry her. So, Julia, I want you to divorce me.
What the hell?
I'm sick of your cheapskate ways. Always talking about money, tuition this, budget that. Every time I want to buy something nice or go out, you're there with your spreadsheets and calculations. We need to save for Emma's tuition. We need to plan for retirement. We can't afford that right now. You never give me a raise in my spending money either. A woman like that deserves to be cheated on.
Are you kidding me? I'm working hard for our family. I don't want our kid to take out student loans, and you said you wanted to retire comfortably and travel abroad. That's why I've been working my ass off and managing our finances as your wife.
I know you're working hard, but don't you understand that sometimes you need to just let loose and have fun? Life isn't just about saving money and planning for the future. You need to live in the moment sometimes. But I guess someone as stupid as you wouldn't get it. You're just a high school dropout who's been working non-stop with a poverty mindset.
What the hell does that mean?
Someone as uneducated as you wouldn't understand, but life is more about leisure and fun than saving money and working. Living like a hamster just running on a wheel is pointless, but I guess that's something you learn in college, so a high school dropout wouldn't understand.
So did they teach you in college that when you cheat, you should be this shameless about it? If so, you must have gone to the worst community college ever.
What did you say? How dare you talk to me like that? I'm a college graduate. You can't speak to me like that.
What college graduate husband? You mock your wife's education, cheat on her, and then go on double dates with our daughter and your mistress. You have no moral compass and you're acting all high and mighty.
You don't understand the first thing about relationships or social dynamics because you never got a proper education. My girlfriend appreciates culture and sophistication. She doesn't obsess over every penny like some miser like you.
Oh, is that so? Is that what you want to teach our daughter? Fine, if that's what you want so badly, I'll divorce you. I've been working hard for this family all this time, and this is how my husband betrays me? I'm done with a husband like you.
Great! So we both want a divorce. That makes it an amicable divorce. My girlfriend is a college graduate who works at a big company, so I'm definitely upgrading.
Fine, I'll go get the divorce papers from City Hall tomorrow morning. Let's get this over with quickly. Emma, your father and I are getting divorced. Thanks for telling me about that cheating date. Oops, so that got out after all? I feel bad for Dad since it's my fault for letting it slip. I really didn't mean to cause trouble. I just got confused when you asked about the double date thing. Actually, you should thank yourself. It was perfect timing. He wanted a divorce anyway. Dad said he wanted to divorce me and marry his girlfriend. Oh, really? So Dad's divorcing you to marry his girlfriend? Well then, it's a happy ending. I mean, if they're in love and want to be together, isn't that kind of romantic? If that's the case, I'm totally pro-divorce. So, I wanted to talk about what happens after the divorce. You're an adult now, so there's no custody or child support issues, but you need to decide whether you want to take my name or your dad's. That's obvious. I'm definitely staying with Dad. Who would want to be family with some high school dropout? No offense, Mom, but Dad has always been the successful one in this family. I figured you'd say that. Dad pays for my college tuition, this house's rent, and my allowance. There's no way I'd betray such an amazing father. He's literally funding my entire life right now. How could I turn my back on him? Plus, his new girlfriend sounds really cool and sophisticated. Maybe she can teach me about working at big companies. But your father is a cheating scumbag, you know. Just to confirm, you're really okay with that? Totally fine. I don't care about cheating and stuff. Celebrities and my friends all do it nowadays, so it's no big deal. Like my friend Ashley's parents have been cheating on each other for years and they're all fine with it. It's just how modern relationships work. People need variety and excitement. Your friends too? What matters more than cheating is financial power. College still costs a ton of money, and when I eventually marry my boyfriend, I'll need money for the wedding. I've been looking at venues, and they're like $50,000 minimum for anything decent. Plus, I want a designer dress, professional photography, a live band, the works. Dad's the only one I can count on for that stuff. I see. Well then, make sure to get along with Dad and his girlfriend. I'm already tight with them, duh. She's actually really fun to hang out with. But Mom, are you really okay with this? A high school dropout finally managed to marry a high-earning guy, but you can't easily catch another guy making $100K a year, you know? Are you really okay with divorcing over just some cheating? Huh? Dad makes $100K? And Mom, since you're a high school dropout, even working your hardest only gets you $900. Only $900! That's seriously pathetic. What are you talking about? Who told you that? I saw the pay stubs when I came home for Christmas. I can't believe Dad makes $100K while you only make $900. That's like part-time job money. I was so embarrassed when I figured it out. Thank God none of my friends know. Being uneducated and worthless is just too sad. What? I get that you're mad about the cheating, but try to be rational. If you divorce, you'll never be able to live like this again. Your beloved daughter might never see you again either. You're the one who'll suffer, so maybe you should get down on your knees and beg Dad to take you back?
Don't be ridiculous. I'll never forgive Dad's betrayal, and I'm prepared to cut ties with you, too.
A poor, uneducated person acting all tough is hilarious. Can you really divorce Dad on $900 a month? Like, do you even know how much rent costs? Or groceries? Or utilities? You're definitely headed for a miserable, poor life alone.
Oh, I don't know about that, since that's your dad's salary.
Huh?
I have a good income, so I'll be fine. I won't be living a miserable, poor life alone.
Wait, what? What do you mean that's Dad's salary? The $900?
I can't believe a college student can't even read pay stubs correctly. Maybe I sent you to the wrong college. No, wait. The college isn't bad. You're just stupid.
What? How dare a high school dropout call me stupid?
Since you can't read pay stubs, let me teach you. The $100K salary you saw belongs to me, and the $900 pay belongs to Dad. Despite being a college graduate, Dad only makes as much as a part-timer.
That's impossible! There's no way a grown man, especially one who went to college, would only make $900. Dad always talks about his important job and his responsibilities. He said he was in management and made big decisions.
But that's exactly what's happening, and that's the problem. He says work isn't everything in life and only works 3 days a week.
3 days a week?
And even then, he skips work, saying, I'm not in the mood today. That's how he ends up with $900.
You're lying, but Dad was always so generous with money. He'd send me allowance right away and paid for everything on our dates. He bought me that expensive necklace for my birthday. And he always picks up the check when we go out to eat.
He uses his entire $900 as personal spending money. That's enough to show off to his daughter and girlfriend, right?
What? He doesn't contribute anything to the household?
Exactly. So I've been paying for your tuition, rent, and allowance this whole time.
No. I can't believe this. A high school dropout can't possibly make $100K. Society values education. A high school dropout's limit would be like $20K or $30K. This doesn't make any sense. Everything I thought I knew is wrong.
Educational discrimination definitely exists, but that's only for new graduate hiring. Once you're in the workforce, every company operates on merit. I've been getting promoted and raising my salary through performance.
Huh?
Well, a stupid college student like you wouldn't understand. Anyway, no matter how much you protest, this is the truth. You mixed up me and Dad's pay stubs.
That's a lie. This is impossible.
Well then, from now on, you can rely on Dad with his $900 take-home. I'm not providing any support anymore.
Wait, hold on! Someone making $900 can't afford that. Mom, if you really get divorced, you won't help me at all? I'm your only daughter.
That only daughter called me uneducated and a high school dropout and insulted me to my limit. After the divorce, I won't consider you my daughter anymore.
What? I was just repeating what Dad told me. I didn't know he was lying about everything. How was I supposed to know the truth when everyone was lying to me?
Well then, take care. I'm going to file those divorce papers right now.
Wait! Hold off on the divorce. I was wrong about who made that money. I thought Dad was the high earner, so please hold off on the divorce.
What are you panicking about? Even without me, you've got a new stepmother lined up. A college graduate who works at a big company. She probably makes good money, maybe even more than me.
Oh, right. I have Dad's girlfriend. I totally forgot with all this chaos. Yeah, if she's there, I don't need to panic at all. She seems really successful and put together. I bet she makes great money at her big company job.
Exactly. So you can relax and watch Mom and Dad get divorced. Take care, Emma. Get along with Dad, his girlfriend, and your boyfriend.
I don't need you to tell me that. We'll all live happily ever after while you live miserably alone, you high school dropout. This is the worst! This isn't what I was told! That woman totally lied to us!
Huh?
Listen to this, Mom. Dad's girlfriend told us the most awful lie. It's true she's a college graduate working at a big company, but she's just a temp worker. She doesn't even make $20K a year. I can't believe I was so stupid. I thought big company meant she was some kind of executive or something, but she's literally just filing papers and answering phones. Anyone could do that job.
So what? Temp work or $20K, she still makes more than Dad. He found himself a good wife.
What are you talking about? $20K isn't nearly enough. I'm still a sophomore. I still need tuition money and living expenses here. Do you know how much my rent alone costs? $1,800 a month, and that's just for a tiny studio apartment. Plus food, textbooks, transportation, entertainment, it adds up to thousands every month.
Then get a student loan or start working part-time. You should try doing something for yourself.
What are you saying? I'm still a college student. College is about studying and having fun. It's called the summer vacation of life. I can't work part-time or take on debt during such a fun time.
Do you really think you're in a position to say that? You need the money, don't you?
Yeah, which your dad should be providing. Dad and his girlfriend just tell me to get a job, and the landlord is calling me after just 1 month of missed rent. They're threatening to evict me. This is so humiliating. There were noise complaints before, so they even asked me to move out. But when I explained the situation, they wouldn't listen at all.
Oh no! You were bothering your neighbors? How embarrassing!
I can't help it! My boyfriend and friends come over every day, and when I asked everyone for money, they all suddenly went silent on me. Jake won't even answer my calls anymore, and all of my friends just leave me on red. It's like everyone disappeared the moment I needed help.
Huh? Everyone? Your boyfriend and all your friends?
Yeah, and my boyfriend Jake was even cheating on me.
What?
I thought I'd have to crash at his place, so I showed up unannounced and he was sleeping with another girl. And that girl was my best friend from college who I met when I started. Can you believe it? My own best friend. We used to do everything together. We'd go shopping, study together, share all our secrets, and she betrayed me like this. Everything is just the worst.
What a disaster. You've got terrible situations happening everywhere.
No one will help me. Everyone's betraying me. It's the worst. What did I even do wrong? This is unbelievable. I thought I had so many friends, but the moment I needed them, they all vanished. I guess they were only hanging around because they thought I had money.
Now, don't be so down. There's nothing you can do about money, but cheating isn't a big deal, right? You said you don't care about that stuff and that everyone was doing it. You shouldn't be hurt by your boyfriend's cheating.
I take it back. I'll never forgive cheating. I'll absolutely never forgive my boyfriend or my best friend. It hurt so much more than I thought it would. I really loved Jake. And Sarah was like a sister to me. How could they do this to me?
Oh my.
I can't trust anyone anymore. So, Mom, can I move in with you? I want to live with you.
Huh?
Dad and my boyfriend are useless, and you're the only one I can count on. Please take care of me like always. I'm not saying forever, just until I graduate college. I promise I'll be good. I'll study harder and not party so much. I'll even help around the house and cook dinner sometimes.
Of course not. I'm not your mother anymore. Don't say stupid things all of a sudden.
What? You won't help me? Your daughter is in real trouble. I know I said horrible things before, but I was confused and angry. I didn't mean any of it. Deep down, you know I'm still your little girl, right?
I told you, after the divorce, I don't want anything to do with you. Stop whining and go find a part-time job. You'll have to figure it out on your own.
Please, Julia, get back together with me. You're the only one I have.
Now it's your turn to beg, is it? Dumping your girlfriend just because she's a temp worker is horrible.
I didn't dump her because of that. Even as a temp, she makes more than me. I thought I had hit the jackpot.
Huh? Then why are you asking me to get back together?
She ran away from me. She was furious that I never told her I was married. She's been completely unreachable since yesterday. I've been calling and texting nonstop, but she blocked my number. Even her co-workers won't tell me where she is.
What? You were dating her while hiding that you were married? But you went on that double date with Emma.
I told her I was a divorced single father. I told Emma not to say anything unnecessary, too. I thought it would be easier that way. Most women don't want to date married men. I was going to tell her the truth eventually once the divorce was finalized.
You've got to be kidding.
So when she revealed she was a temp worker, I figured I'd come clean about still being married. I said I was getting divorced and asked her to replace my wife, but for some reason she ran away immediately.
Of course she did. She lied about being a temp, but finding out her boyfriend was actually married with a kid who expected her to pay all the tuition and allowance, any woman would run at full speed.
No way! But I told her I really loved her and that we could make it work. I even said she could quit her job and I'd support her once I got promoted.
Ugh, the worst part is I can't demand compensation from her since she didn't know you were married. I guess I'll have to get it all from you instead.
What? You're gonna demand alimony from me? But I'm broke!
Of course, I'm going to make you pay for betraying and hurting me.
Wait, please. I won't cheat anymore and I'll work harder. I'll try to become a full-time employee instead of part-time. I'll work 5 days a week, maybe even 6. I'll take on overtime and weekend shifts. Please don't demand alimony and reconsider getting back together. I realize now how good I had it with you. You took care of everything, and I took it for granted. I was an idiot for throwing away our marriage for some fling.
No way! I'm getting a lawyer and I'm going to squeeze every penny out of you.
Julia, please, I'm begging you. I'll do anything to make this right. I'll get counseling. I'll give you access to all my accounts. I'll cut off all contact with other women. Don't you remember how happy we used to be before all this mess?
The only thing I remember is working my ass off while you played around and spent my money on your girlfriend. You made your choice, Kevin. Now live with the consequences. After that, the passionate lawyer I hired said, "Let's squeeze him dry," and worked hard for me, allowing me to get about $60,000 in alimony. My ex-husband Kevin somehow managed to pay with his meager savings and loans, but there was no way he could keep up with the house payments in that situation. He immediately sold the house and got a job at a factory with company housing, and of course, he couldn't pay Emma's tuition anymore, so Emma had to drop out of college and move out of her apartment. Even worse, right before she dropped out, her cheating boyfriend apparently spread rumors saying, "This girl is so crazy she brought me on her dad's affair date," so there wasn't a single person who worried about Emma dropping out. The rumor spread throughout her entire social circle. All those friends she thought she had turned their backs on her completely. But she still can't give up on her fun city life, so she's desperately hanging on, working part-time jobs while living in a cheap apartment. Last I heard, she was working at 3 different places just to make ends meet. A convenience store, a fast food restaurant, and cleaning offices at night. Sometimes I wonder if I should reach out to her, but then I remember all the horrible things she said to me. She made her choice, and now she has to live with it. As for me, I'm doing better than ever. Without Kevin draining my finances and Emma demanding constant money, I can finally save for my own future, and maybe even take that European vacation I've been dreaming about. It's funny how life works out sometimes. The people who looked down on me the most are now struggling, while I'm thriving. I guess education isn't everything after all. Hard work, dedication, and not being a terrible person count for a lot more.